today I'm going to tackle what is globalization. So globalization means the world is becoming more connected. People, business, countries share ideas, goods, monies, and culture more easily. So this happens through technology, trade, travel, and there are four concepts of globalization, which are economic globalization, cultural globalization, technological globalization, and political globalization.
Economic and cultural globalization. Economic globalization, it refers to increasing interdependence of the world economies as a result of growing scale of cross-border trade of commodities and services, flow of international capital, and wide and rapid spread of technologies. Essentially, it's about how economies around the world are becoming more connected through trade, investment, and technology. For example, global supply chains. Companies like Apple source components from various countries and assemble their products in others, demonstrating the interconnectedness of manufacturing. Second, online global marketplaces. Platforms like Amazon or Alibaba allow for goods to be purchased and sold across international boundaries. For cultural globalization is the transmission of ideas, meanings, and values around the world in such a way as extended to intensify social relations. This process is marked by the common consumption of cultures that have been diffused by the internet, popular culture, media, and international travel. For example, the spread of social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok connect people from different cultures.
Technological and political encompasses concepts, mechanisms, personalities, efforts, and social movements that include, but are not necessarily limited to the Internet and other information and communication technologies. Technological and political are two distinct fields that often intersect in various ways. Technological refers to the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. It encompasses tools, machines, techniques, and processes used to solve problems or achieve specific objectives. The second is politics. Politics is the process by which group of people make collective decisions. It involves the distribution of power and resources within a society and of a community or nation. The intersection of technological and political is first cybersecurity. The political landscape is affected by cybersecurity threats as nations and organized must work together to protect against cybercrimes and ensure information community. Second is economic impact. Technological changes can influence economic policies, trade agreements, affecting global political relationships and national economy.
So now, let's move on to multiliteracy. So what is multiliteracy? Multiliteracy refers to the ability to understand and effectively use multiple forms of literacy and communication in a variety of contexts. And also, multiliteracy focuses on the new literacy that is developing in response to the changes in the way people communicate globally, due to the technological shifts and the interplay between different cultures and language. So, multiliteracy has many forms like digital literacy, information literacy, cultural literacy, and multimedia literacy. Let us start with digital literacy.
Digital literacy. Digital literacy is the ability to effectively and safely use digital technologies, including finding, evaluating, and communicating information online, and understanding the social and ethical implication of technology. So, the example of digital literacy is sending, receiving email, writing and publishing blog, searching for information on a topic and evaluating the credibility of a source and watching. Digital literacy.
Information literacy is the foundation of skills in education, professional settings, and everyday life. So it empowers individuals to navigate in the vast amount of information available to make information decisions and contribute responsibility to society.
One of the examples of information literacy is academic research. Formulating and research questions, identifying relevant sources, evaluating the credibility and accuracy in information from different sources, using databases and other online resources effectively, citing sources correctly to avoid plagiarism.
Multimedia literacy is the ability to understand, analyze, create, and communicate using multiple forms of media, including text, images, video, audio, to interactive digital content. It involves both comprehension and production. The example of multimedia literacy is creating a video presentation. By producing a short video rather, using text, images, music, narration to explain a concept.
Cultural literacy is the ability to understand and participate fluent within a given culture. It's like being fluent in a cultural language, including its spoken clues, refers, and shared knowledge. Example: cultural literate individual working in an international organization might understand the significance of different holidays and traditions. To speak language difference and be aware of communication, nuances, and various culture.